Hey everybody, this is Matt Mayoko at NBC Sports Bay Area checking in from Santa Clara 49ers headquarters with an update. So 49ers are heading out to the practice field. The following players will not practice today. Nick Bosa remains very iffy with the oblique strain and the hip injuries on both sides. Trenton Williams coming back from the ankle injury. He had a shot up on Sunday, very sore right now. He's not going to practice. Tatum Bethune won't practice, nor will he play. Kevin Givens probably won't play again. He's still out with an injury. And then Christian McCaffrey resting the Achilles, but also just a rest day for him. So those are the guys who will not practice on Wednesday. And for the guys limited, well, let's first do this. This is brought to you by Canyon Club Brewery. It's a beer garden, brewery, restaurant, all wrapped up into one. Great outdoor space with fire pits, family friendly. So bring the kids, bring the family dog, have a good time. And it's coming soon to the Livery in Danville. So Canyon Club Brewery getting out of that footprint in Moraga and also going to be opening a spot in Danville. It should be great. Okay. As far as the players who are limited, Brock Purdy will be out at practice later on Wednesday, limited with the right shoulder soreness, trending to play, should be no problem. If he's out there on Wednesday, expect him out there for the game. As far as George Kittle, he did not play in the game against the Seattle Seahawks. He said that he was feeling good later in the week, but then Saturday wasn't feeling good with the hamstring injury. And so didn't think he could be effective at all for that game Sunday. So he sat out, but he's expected to be ready to go Sunday against the Packers. In fact, he says that he will be playing. He said he can't pass up an opportunity to face the Packers. So he's going to be out there as the lights go on. The lights go on for George Kittle to be available for the 49ers in that game at Lambeau Field. Also limited, Jacob Cowing progressing through the concussion protocol, so that's good news. And John Feliciano, as well as Charvarius Ward, are limited. Charvarius Ward returning to the team after taking a bereavement leave from the organization to mourn the loss of his daughter just prior to her second birthday, Amani Joy. So Charvarius Ward back on the practice field on Wednesday. Kyle Shanahan said that they'll kind of look at things, kind of evaluate how he looks in practice, and then the decision will be made whether he can play in the game on Sunday. Okay, so I did receive a question from a fan, and this comes from Anders Frost Bertelson. Is the injury angle understated in the current troubles? Defense was missing Bosa, Hargrave, Greenlaw, Ward, and Hufanga. Offense was missing Ayuk and Kittle and McCaffrey. Clearly, they're not at 100%, or McCaffrey's clearly not at 100%. So it is a good question. And, the thing that I always try to do is injuries are part of the game in the NFL. And, is it a reason why the 49ers haven't played as well as they were expected to at 5-5? Absolutely. It's a reason. But it doesn't matter. They're 5-5, and that's something I never want to underestimate or make excuses. Well, they should be better. I mean, the fact of the matter is, the 49ers were 4-4 without Christian McCaffrey. They're 1-1 with McCaffrey. But I kind of liken it back to the 2020 season where, they had all those injuries with the team. Bosa missed 14 games. Solomon Thomas missed 14 games. Richard Sherman missed 11. Jimmy Garoppolo missed 10. Deebo Samuel missed 9. A starter, Jaquiski Tartt at safety, missed 9. Kittle missed 8. Mostert missed 8. K'Waun Williams, their nickelback, missed 8. And they had other injuries. Dre Greenlaw missed 3 games. DJ Jones missed a couple. Jimmy Ward missed a couple, and so on. And so, does it compare to this year? Probably not. More injuries back in 2020, but of course that team also finished 6-10. This team is 5-5 and theoretically still in the playoff hunt with 7 games remaining. And their injury status is Dre Greenlaw's missed 10, McCaffrey 10 plus. He'll miss 11 on Sunday, and then they're hoping to get him back at practice next week. Christian McCaffrey's missed 8. Ayuk will end up missing 10. Hargrave will end up missing 14. Hufanga's missed 8 plus. Gross Matos missed 6. Ricky Pearsall missed 6. Charvarius Ward has missed 3, as has Kevin Givens, Jake Moody, George Kittle has missed two. Jawan Jennings missed two, so on and so forth. So I guess the bottom line is that these situations happen from time to time in the NFL. And I think, that's one reason why, I don't necessarily expect, dramatic, wide sweeping changes with the 49ers if they don't make it to the playoffs, because they can obviously point to some of the things that have gone wrong. Now, will there be changes? Of course there are. There's always about 40% of the roster changes over. Could there be changes to the coaching staff? Perhaps. I mean, the changes for the most part that we've seen with the coaching staff in recent years has been guys taking new jobs as far as becoming a head coach. Obviously, last year there was a change made to the defensive coaching staff with Steve Wilkes getting fired and Nick Sorensen taking over. There's still, that's still a work in progress, and the jury's still out on Nick Sorensen as a defensive coordinator. But, that's something to keep in mind is that do you I know the topic has come up about making wholesale changes. And, if you even consider I guess the point is, are you going to consider wholesale changes when you can look at the roster and see that, their best team hasn't been out there? And with the 49ers this season, they have lost three games that they could have won. And Kyle Shanahan pointed out on Wednesday that there have been basically four games that have come down to the final possession, and the 49ers have lost three of those four games. And conversely, the Packers have had a lot of games that have come down to the final possession, and the Packers have won those games. They've done just enough, whether it's blocking a field goal like they did against Chicago or just coming up with the right play at the right time in the crucial moments. That's where the 49ers have failed this season. And so when you look at the close games that the Packers have played, when you look at the close games the 49ers have played, I think it's probably going to come down to a one possession game at Lambeau Field, and whoever makes the plays at the end of the game will end up winning. I don't think the Packers are going to blow out the 49ers. I don't think the 49ers are going to blow out the Packers. I think it's going to come down to the fourth quarter. And last year in the postseason, obviously, the 49ers made those plays. Dre Greenlaw, two interceptions of Jordan Love. And by the way, that game for Jordan Love, two interceptions in the divisional round against the 49ers, that started out a streak in which Jordan Love has thrown nine interceptions in 9 consecutive games. Starting that game and then all 8 this season that he has played, 13 interceptions in his last 9 games. So the 49ers know that they have to get the football, get some takeaways from that Packers offense, and also take care of the football on their end, reduce the number of penalties, convert in the red zone, convert on third downs, get off the field on third downs, all the things we've been talking about thus far this season that the 49ers simply haven't been able to accomplish. And folks, that's why they're 5-5, not necessarily the injuries, although that's played a part of it, but they have still had their opportunities to be much better than 5-5, and they haven't taken advantage of those opportunities. They haven't made the big plays. They haven't made just the reasonable plays at the reasonable times. Okay, so that's it for today. Thanks for checking into my YouTube channel. Please subscribe, leave a comment and a like, and that's it for now.